Hello everybody, this is Paul again. This is my third YouTube video, second one where I guess I'm speaking. I want to go over a couple of things today. So pictures, I've posted some. My time frames are wrong on a lot of them, so I want to go over that. And with these pictures, I want to go through my lifts. I just went through all of my lifts from the start of Leangains to where I am now, and it's pretty incredible, I think. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to show some pictures. And I'm going to start right here around my computer screen. So this is the best I can do, but try to get a close-up of this. This is me in 2012. My arm is up a little bit, so you can't really see, but you can see my stomach. This is the heaviest I've ever been. I was about 185 pounds in this picture, and very, very out of shape. I went to the doctor shortly after this, probably, sometimes 6 months or so after this picture was taken, and my doctor really let me have it. I hadn't been to the doctor in 10 years prior to this, but I had really, really high cholesterol, which has run in my family, and he said, he's either going to have to put me on cholesterol medication, or I'm going to have to train like I'm actually training for something and eat healthy. So it woke me up. I started to work out, eat healthy, and I got thinner. I lost a lot of weight. In 6 months I went back, and my cholesterol was totally normal. I probably didn't look great compared to some of the other pictures, but certainly improved my lifestyle, and that was the wake-up call. That's what started all of this. And just to go through my progressions, I started with my workouts. I started, switch it back to me, but I started just running and doing push-ups and sit-ups. So after I went to the doctor and he told me to work out, I didn't buy a plan. I didn't really know what I was doing. I'd worked out in the past, run, done some lifting, etc., but not anything real serious. And so I'd run about 20 minutes to a half hour, 5 days a week on the treadmill. And then I had a goal. My goal was to be able to do 100 straight push-ups. So I started 5 days a week doing push-ups until I could get to 100. It took me about a year to be able to do 100 straight push-ups. And then sit-ups, but I forgot what my goal was. And that was it. That was all I was doing. And I improved, like I said, my health improved. I ate better. I looked a little bit better. Certainly I didn't need to be put on medication, which was really important to me. But didn't quite get what I was looking for. I wanted to continue to improve and get better and do some other things. So after that, I started a program called T25. Great program for cardio. Got in really good shape as far as resting heart rate and those kinds of things go. But T25 brought me only to about here, and I'm going to turn this around. So this is about a year or two of doing T25 from just the running and push-ups that I was doing. This was a picture taken this year, this March, or I'm sorry, maybe end of February, early March, right before I started Leangains. I had researched prior to this Martin's website and emailed him, but he wasn't taking new clients at that point. So at this point I was lifting, and I bought a different program. I'm not going to name any names, but I was lifting, and I had some results. I got a little stronger. Didn't, I don't think, look great, but essentially at the start of Leangains, which is this picture, I'm going to go through some of my numbers. So my bench press was 140 pounds 8 times. My squat was 125 pounds 8 times. My deadlift was 150 pounds 6 times. And then weighted chin-ups, I was doing my body weight plus 20 pounds, and I could do about 8 reps. So not bad. And this was March 23rd of this year, 2016. Now I'm going to fast forward to this is the start of my cut, to the end of my cut, which is a month later. It's April 25th, 2016. I actually thought I cut for some reason for 12 weeks. I cut for 4 weeks essentially. And this is my one of my end of cut pictures. I'm going to bring this one up next. So this is 1 month of doing lean gains. To me, a significant difference from this other picture. Like I said, I'm pretty astonished for 4 weeks. That is amazing. Now, to me, feel free to make fun of me if you want. I'm fine. I can handle it. But my lifts. My bench went from 148 times to 150 pounds 8 times in this 1 month period. My squat went from 125 8 times to 140 pounds 9 times. My deadlift went from 150 pounds 6 times to 180 pounds 6 times. And my weighted chin-ups went body weight plus 30 pounds, so a 10 pound increase there 7 times. So that's just 1 month. I'm going to bring up another cut picture. So this is, again, same time frame, end of my cut, just a different angle. Bicep. No bicep specific exercises other than weighted chin-ups, but I mean, look at the difference. I wasn't really flexing my bicep in that, but I mean, you can see a difference. It's pretty cool, I think. 1 month, lean gains. Pretty excited about that. Now, let's fast forward to where I am now. So I ended my cut April 25th, 2016. This is early December 2016, so about 7 months of bulking now. And I went through this in my other video. My reason for bulking was some of it was aesthetic, some of it I just wanted to get stronger. So aesthetically, I think I look pretty decent in these pictures, not as much muscle as I wanted, but in clothes, like I said before, I looked very, very skinny. I had people asking me if there's something wrong with me. I lost, weight-wise, I lost about 10 pounds, went from 140 there to about 130 pounds there. 5'8", not unhealthily skinny, I don't think, if that's a word, but not probably too skinny, I think, just as far as the amount of muscle I had on. I wanted to build muscle. So I contacted Martin and I said, great, love the program, everything went awesome for 1 month, but I want to put on mass. So I want to put on weight, I want to put on size, I want to get stronger. So now that's where I am now. We did the bulking program. I worked out, or I lifted 3 days a week on the cut. And on the bulk now I do 4 days a week. And I also don't do any cardio on the bulk. On the cut I was just walking, nothing else on my off days. If you do some more research on lean gains, Martin doesn't really feel the need to do high intensity interval training or sprinting or any type of jogging or anything like that. It impedes your strength results probably more than it helps. So for a guy that didn't do any cardio, it's pretty good. Gained a lot of muscle. I guess that proves that he's right. You don't really need to do it, but that's the cut. Now onto the bulk. So like I said, I ended the cut April 25th, 2016. We're now in the first week of December 2016, so counted about end of April to end of November is 7 months, I believe, if my math is right. So in the 8th month of it, and I'll bring up some pictures. I'll get rid of these. One of these. So this is my bulk. Definitely have gained some fat, which I anticipated on, but I think noticeably bigger in that picture. I have another one. I think this will be good for now. But noticeably bigger and much, much stronger. So this is my current picture. This is taken last week. So current. So end of my cut, I benched 150 pounds 8 times. I'm now up to 185 pounds 5 times. When I get to my 6th rep, I'll go up to 190, so I'm very close. Again, these are not my 1 rep max. These are where I'm repping at. So I don't really have any 1 rep numbers. I know Martin wants people to do it, but I haven't done that yet. I don't see the value in it yet, but at some point I probably will. My squat went from 140 pounds 9 times at the end of the cut to now I'm at 225 times. So an 80-pound difference in squat in 7 months. Deadlift, which is my favorite exercise and probably naturally my best for some reason or another, went from 180 pounds 6 times to now I am doing 260 pounds 4 times. I'll be going for my 5th rep at 260 on Monday. Chins, weighted chin-ups, went from body weight plus 30 7 times to now body weight plus 50 5 times. And that's 50 pounds, not including the 10 pounds of body weight I added on. So it's really body weight plus 60. So I've added 30 pounds there. Not quite as many reps, but I'm getting there. Chins are a very difficult thing to add, exercise to add number of reps that you're doing while you're on a bulk because you're gaining weight. So you have to take that into consideration. So these are my numbers. 7, call it 8 months into this. I'm going to keep doing it. My goal was to bulk, turn this around. Hi again. My goal was to bulk till about March. And I don't know if I'm going to change that. I may just keep bulking. I have some numbers I want to get to. I want to be able to do my bench. I want to be able to rep at 205 before I'm done bulking. I want to get my deadlift to close to 300, and I want to get my squat up to 250. Will I cut before then? It kind of depends. I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm concentrating right now more on the numbers versus how I look in the mirror. It's very tough to do, but I just want to get stronger. The cutting part really is not the difficult part. I think the bulking part is, although the eating is much more enjoyable on the bulk. So for my next video, I'm actually going to go over what I eat, how to make a diet using this method, intermittent fasting and Leangains, work for you, because I think I have made it work for me. And there's one really, really important key, and that's my teaser. And I will cover that next time. Thanks everyone for watching this. I have everyone is Martin Burkhan. He's my only subscriber, but a pretty good 1 subscriber, I think. Hope you enjoy the video. Please leave comments, like it, hate it, whatever. This is what I've done. Nothing here is exaggerated, stretched. These are the pictures. These are the numbers. And I will talk to everyone probably in 1 week. Thank you.